This is Rabbi Kovitz. Rabbi Kovitz is a Magachir from Kalimston.
Let me tell you.
Tell me the story again.
No. I will. I'm Mitzvah. I will.
Why don't you tell me the story? It's a fascinating story.
No, because
Don't just say the story.
What?
Don't just be yourself. So what happened again? So you were in the early Mems.
Yes.
You were...
You're filling me now?
Don't worry, just talk to me.
I was the early Mems. I used to go to the Rebbe very often for Shabbos.
Right. You lived where?
I lived in Kew Gardens, Queens at the time.
Okay.
I used to go to Rebbe Mitzvah. Yeah.
Okay.
And I used to wait in the front by Mizrach when the Rebbe would come down on Shabbos, next to where Rebbe going to stand by the pole.
So you were
beam.
So you were like behind the Rebbe?
I was by the Aron Kodesh.
Okay.
That's where I would wait. It was already 10:05, 10:07, 10:09. The Rebbe did not come in. So I went to the back. I felt something was wrong. The Rebbe was always on time. And I started going back to where the elevator area is, and I hear banging very loud. I knew
on the basement elevators area.
Yeah, the basement elevator. There's a stairwell where the Rebbe would come down from
Right.
the Neben HaTachten.
Right.
So I realized that the Rebbe needs help. It must be the Rebbe banging, because he's not in. It's already 10 after 10. He never came so late. And who's banging like that? Where the Rebbe would come down. Without looking up, I assumed that the Rebbe's on the other side of the door, and he's banging from that. And I stormed up, and I startled because I almost knocked into the Rebbe. He was on
the step side.
On the step side of
Right.
the doorway.
Right.
He shows me and tells me, he picks up his Tallis and shows me that his Tallis, he closed the door on his Tallis and his tzitzis are caught.
And he's locked.
And he can't move. He can't go, and he can't open the door because once you close it, that was the protection. No one was able to get
go back in. Right.
And the Rebbe asked me if I could go down around and open the door for him. So I ran down, ran up the steps, swung open the Neben HaTachten door.
Bacham were chasing you then.
Yeah, where you're running into the Rebbe's quarters.
Right.
And I opened the door.
Right.
The Rebbe, without even looking at me, first took his Tallis and his tzitzis, checked to make sure it was not ripped.
Right.
Picked up his eyes, said to me with a big smile, "Gracie Shakoyach, Guten Shabbos."
Good. You're
one myself.
What do? You're now a Rosh Hashiva, or you're Magachir in Stolen, Carolyn, right?
In the summertime only.
In the summer.